Hey you, have you ever had your astrological chart read? Have you done one of the freebies online, or maybe you had it professionally read, or maybe you're just not sure what works for you? Let's talk about it today on Exploring Spirituality. So, we'll start with a free chart, free online chart. I got this one done at cafeastrology.com. I did this when I was first getting into astrology. I was super curious and wondered how the energies played out in my life or what it even meant or how to do it. And so a free online chart was great. It's kind of like try before you buy kind of a concept. It's almost like taking astrology for a test drive. And this chart was great. I got so much great information from it. It was the first time I had really been read. Um, Things really sounded like me in this chart for the most part. Not everything though. It is general. I'm sure they use algorithms and things to kind of put the different, to put the chart together. I mean, if you look at this, it's not just, let's start from the beginning. There's table charts, and then this one goes into the summary, a summary of all the different aspects, asteroids and Chiron, which I really like. And then it gives you like a written report. So it goes through all of the aspects on your chart and has like a word summary about it, um, which was great. As I was just learning about astrology, it helped me to kind of put some of the pieces together. This is how this aspect relates in your life. This is what your sun sign means, that kind of thing. It does even include a wheel chart at the back. So this is kind of my entry into, my entry into wheel charts. It was great. It's got the little table with it. Pretty standard stuff. And it was great because it was free. And I was just beginning to understand astrology. And it really, honestly, I have to admit, this isn't the first one I printed because it's clean. The first one I printed had highlighter and pen all over it because so much of it resonated with me, and so I had to print a clean one. It's a great investment in time because remember it's free, but it's a great investment in time if you're brand new to astrology or just not really sure about it. Go the free option. Again, this was cafeastrology.com. There are other websites that will do it. I just don't know, like I can't vouch for them. I haven't done all the free sites, but check them out and see which one might work for you. I've also had my chart professionally read. This was, looking for a date on here. So this is the reprint. So this is July 2019. Shortly after I got the free chart, I was trying to answer that age-old question, what should I do in my career next? I was kind of at a stuck phase of my career. I was at that point where I knew I needed to move on, but I didn't know where to go. I didn't really know what was going on in my life or where to go next at all. I was kind of lost. And so I started talking to my friends like, hey, you know me, what should I do? What do you think? And one of my girlfriends said, you need to get your chart professionally read. And I was like, okay. The yoga studio where I have a membership is owned and operated by two professional astrologers. The gentleman that read my chart is named Michael Shankara, and he is at Karma Yoga Center in Denver. I'll talk about him more in a little bit. This is the actual chart that he read from that day. This is in June of 2019. And he's got lots of notes on the side. We talked for a very long time. We got to know each other better, and he really got to what was the core of my question, which is, where do I go? What do I do next? And he left me with a couple of words that became a mantra for me, and it really pointed me in the direction that I didn't know was the right direction to go in. And one of the things we were looking at were Mercury, my communication center was, and my soul intention. And these are concepts that I understand now. But in 2019, I was like, okay. So he told me a couple of things. He told me to trust that the universe will provide me everything I need, and right. And I've been a finance and accounting professional for more than 20 years, so writing was like, okay, sure. And I walked out of there like, I don't know, it was life changing for me. I walked out of there with like a real direction in my life, or at least I had a mantra to go by, and I was really energized. The professional reading it really was life changing for me. Um, and I have to give a few tips here. Focus on one area of your life because astrological readings take time. I think mine was an hour to an hour and a half. And we talked the whole time about, he got to know me first. And then we really talked about career. And so that was just on one sector. So my advice is definitely focus on one area of your life if you can. But it was a paid reading. So, I made an appointment and I paid the fee. And I think it was, I don't know, 140 is kind of stuck in my mind. I don't recall the exact price because it was a couple years ago, but I think they're all astrological readings are generally around that price range. Definitely look around. I like to shop locally, so I went with someone local who A was vouched for by a friend of mine, and B, I was already kind of in his sphere, so I kind of knew who he was and knew his vibe. Couple good things to remember there. But we have options. Free charts are great if you're new and understanding it. Professionals don't like it, and honestly, I understand. Professionals get paid for doing readings, so free readings to them are kind of against their business model, but also they're not as personal. When you have a professional reading, it is very personal. You get to know each other and you get to understand. The astrologer should then get a good understanding of where you are to kind of, I don't know, help with your reading and help guide you on the way. So, whichever you choose, I don't think you can lose. I think you'll learn either way. Just give it a shot. Do what feels right for you. Do what resonates in your body. If you feel it in your body, then you know you're on the right track. So, and let me know how it goes. Let me know in the comments how you did your chart reading. What did you think? What is your favorite option? I'm curious and I'd like to hear about it. Totally curious. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I love it. Each of these videos, I highlight my favorite light worker. Definitely today, it's Michael Shankara and his partner Katrina Gustafson at Karma Yoga Center in Denver, Colorado. They are talented astrologers, yogis. Michael's a shaman, and Katrina is an energy healer who I've worked with in the recent past. So I'll definitely do a video about Katrina. She's fantastic. Our healing, it was fantastic. Please check them out. I will link to not only their website, but also their YouTube channel where they talk about the astrology, but on the moon cycles. Like, I think in the new moon or the full moon. I'm not sure which. I don't remember off the top of my head. But they are fantastic, and I watch their readings each time. So check them out. Show them some love. I'm grateful to them because both of them in their own way have really helped me on my spiritual path, and maybe they can help you too. So Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful you stayed to the end. If this resonates with you, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and continue on this journey with me as we explore spirituality here at Exploring Spirituality. I love you. Be well.